Back with the market and the new GST reforms. And I call it reforms because it's really that reform push that one has seen from the government. It's a bazooka. They've delivered pretty much on anticipated lines in terms of what the recommendations from the committee were. But let's analyze the impact. What kind of a fillip would it really mean for India Inc.? What would it mean for consumption as a pack? We've got Mayank Shah, VP Parley Products, joining in on the show right now. And we've also got Bipin Sapra from Ernst & Young also on the show to talk about exactly that. But Bipin, hi morning firstly. Let me come to you first, because this is indeed a big fillip that one has seen from the government right now. But analyze the implications of the same for us in terms of, what could it really mean for various sectors? And more importantly, now the back-end GST calculations that one has to work with, two slabs as opposed to the earlier ones.
Thank you. I think it's and I think everybody would have said that this is a watershed moment for the Indian economy and for the GST as such. Phenomenal change, bringing it down to two slabs effectively. I think the government has made one of the boldest moves after getting the GST in. So I think the entire 12% slab goes to 5% and the 28% goes to 18%. What we are looking at is the FMCG products, the products which are essential, whether they were at 12 or 18, they go to 5. The food products which were there at 12 or 18, again, the entire lot of the food products has been brought down to 5%. And it's not only the cost which is going down, there were so many classification disputes which we were looking at. All of those go away. So food products, FMCG, textiles, pharmaceuticals, medical equipments, small cars, you name it. I think it's going to be a huge consumption boost for the economy as things settle down and as these products really, as the manufacturers really pass on these benefits to the customers, which is the intention. The more I talk to people, the more I hear that. Even the big cars and other products, there would be an effective, they would either be stagnant or there would be a reduction in the effective rates which the people used to pay. So overall, I think, and let me not forget the consumer electronics, which moved from 28 to 18. We are looking at air conditioners, we are looking at washing machines, and the whole set of things which are used in home. So for the homemaker who had aspirational values, I think it is tremendous. A lot of things would get cheaper, and this is a great time to go out and this Diwali to really go out and buy things.
And the other thing, Bipin, also is that, with this two-tier GST system now, I think it's more about not just boosting growth, but better compliance as well. And the entire shift and the intent that the government has had for over a decade now of the informal economy moving into the formal economy, that also takes place.
Absolutely. 5% is a rate people can understand, and they have a little inertia in paying that tax. So we'll see a lot more formalization of economy, a lot more people coming into the tax net. And there are further simplifications for MSMEs which have been provided in terms of refunds which are below 1,000 rupees. Any inverted duty which comes in, they are giving provisional refunds. The whole return system is being looked at. So a lot of structural changes also there cushioned into this whole rate rationalization, which is much more visible. But I think a lot more changes for the MSME sector.
Okay, so that's the take coming in on what the impact is going to be of this rationalization activity on different aspects of the economy. We also have Mr. Mayank Shah, VP at Parley Products, joining us on the show. Mayank, thanks so much for your time today. First up, help us understand, staples, biscuits, you have chocolates and confectionaries. All of them have been moved down to that 5% mark. Give us a sense of how this plays out for your portfolio and any pricing action that you're seeing in the near term.
Yeah, so, Prime Minister Modi ji, about 15, 20 days back said that, it would be a Diwali gift to consumer, and rightfully so. In fact, it's a bonanza for Indian consumers. If you look at the entire food basket, almost all items or most items have been moved to 5%. Items from 12% like snacks, namkeens and all, and confectionery have been moved from 12% to 5%. If we talk about biscuits have been moved, bakery items have been moved from 18% to 5%. So I think that's going to bring down prices of products across, these categories. Not just these categories, there are many categories which have been brought down from 12 to 5% or from 18% to 5%. So foods and FMCG, you'll see, reduction in prices going forward. As I say, there's going to be a Diwali bonanza for consumers. We'll see a rate reduction happening or price reduction happening across almost all these products and categories, which is going to make the grocery bill of consumer, go down by almost about 8 to 10% going forward.
And Mr. Shah, let's also talk about your beverages offerings, fruity, appy fizz, smooth under the Parle Agro category. They all fall under this fruit pulp or fruit juice based category, also down to 5%. Is there any other bracket that this falls under? Because as of now, my first understanding is that this is the category. How is this going to benefit the overall beverages segment of Parle Agro?
Well, I'm from Parle Products, so Agro is a separate company. But yeah, I think, barring aerated drinks, all other fruit drinks and all, they fall under, 5%. So that's going to be beneficial for them as well.
Okay, great to hear that. In fact, Bipin, Mayank, both of you, thank you so much for your time.